All right, welcome back. It is the Vegas Take, Sharp and Shapiro. So glad you could join us. Coming up here later in the program, Mike Babcock from TMZ Sports. We're going to get Tony Sanchez on the show, head UNLV football coach. Huge game over the weekend, JD. I'm sure you would agree that this is a must-win for UNLV for the most part if they want to make a bowl. You think it's too early to make a statement like that when it's only week 2? Because I don't. I think they have to beat Arkansas State. I think this is a game you mark on your calendar where they have to win. Would you agree with that?
Well, considering the schedule, yeah, it's a game they should win. Arkansas State's got some injuries at wide receiver.
Not a bad team, though.
Yeah, decent team. UNLV is actually playing really well defensively right now. I think their run game is solid. Armani Rogers had almost a 60% completion percentage, which is unheard of for him.
Yeah.
They return a lot of weapons at wide receiver. They've got a strong offensive line. The spread is -2. I don't think that UNLV money line is an unreasonable play here.
Well, it's -1. UNLV's only favored by 1 point, so, but pretty much is a pick 'em. So we'll get to Tony Sanchez, UNLV football head coach, coming up here in just a little bit. But, you did mention this yesterday. We were talking about gun control, the fact that Walmart is taking all their ammunition off the shelves, Kroger, and Second Amendment Guns and Accessory Shop in Las Vegas. The co-owner is Mark Hames. And he said the decision is sad news for the industry, but it's one that could benefit his shop and others in Las Vegas. He says that he thinks it should increase sales on handgun ammo. Sadly, I agree with him. A lot of people freak out when when anything's taken off the shelves. Any laws are passed, new laws when it comes to gun legislation. By the way, not many of them are passed. It does appear that gun sales are way up. Sales in general are way up. So, yeah, sad. So I got some breaking news for you, and you guys are going to like this if you're sports fans. Locally, this is huge if you are a golf fan. If you are a golf fan, you are going to be ecstatic with the news that I am bringing you. As you know, we'll get to the gun topic here in a second, but this just came across my email for the Shriners Hospital for Children's Open, the golf tournament here in Las Vegas that starts at the end of the month. 2 enormous names in golf, have just committed to the Shriners Hospital for Children's Open to play golf here in our backyard. A guy that I can't even remember the last time he played in this tournament, Phil Mickelson, has agreed to play in the Shriners Hospital for Children's Open, and it does not stop there. I'm happy to announce, and we are so happy for Patrick Lindsay, who is the director of the Shriners in the tournament, the #1 golfer in the world, Brooks Koepka, has just officially said that he has committed to be playing the Shriners. That is awesome. So, yeah, while we're talking about the news of the day and guns legislation, I wanted to bring this out there because this is huge for Las Vegas. This is huge for Las Vegas. This is huge for the golf tournament here. And Adam Scott is already committed to play here. But if you're a golf fan or just an average sports fan, make no mistake about it. Having the #1 golfer in the world commit to play in the Shriners Hospital for Children's Open is an enormous win for Shriners. So congratulations to them. And having a guy like Phil Mickelson, I mean, that's pretty damn cool. How many times on the PGA Tour are you going to be able to watch Phil play? Particularly in your backyard. So, again, congratulations to Shriners. That information just came across my desk here, and really happy for Shriners. And we'll get Patrick Lindsay, the director of Shriners, to come in and talk a little bit about that. How cool is it going to be, JD, to watch Brooks Koepka, the #1 golfer in the world, be playing right here in Las Vegas? This is pretty damn cool. And by the way, I have a feeling that more big names are going to be coming as the weeks get closer. But to have these guys, Adam Scott, Phil Mickelson, Brooks Koepka, this is going to be the best field that the Shriners has probably had in over a decade, right?
Yeah, and it's going to attract more names. Or maybe like a Xander Schauffele.
Well, he always plays here,
right.
So yes, you're right. But
get Patrick Cantlay back.
Oh, yeah, those guys will definitely be here.
Obviously, they're going to try to get Tiger Woods. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Tiger's not coming.
Probably not.
Health reasons, but
sure.
I think Ricky Fowler is certainly a name that's played here before.
He was definitely here last year.
Maybe a Dustin Johnson.
I think he got 4th. DJ would be great.
Maybe a Justin Rose. But the fact that this tournament, it's such a better date now, and Patrick Lindsay, the Shriners tournament director, came in and talked about that because they changed the date and it's such a better date. That's why we'll see a guy like Phil Mickelson here. He loves coming here.
So then will that increase the purse size?
No. The purse size.
So the purse stays the same.
It has nothing to do with the purse, but it has everything to do with commitments from these golfers based on their schedules. So this is really, really cool. And it'll be a lot of fun to watch Brooks Koepka play here. Again, he is the #1 player in the world right now. And I'm not sure there's a better player out there. I would agree with that. He is the number one player in the world. He's played here before, but the fact that he just kills it off the tee. So anyway, that'll be a lot of fun to watch. If you missed it, Phil Mickelson, Brooks Koepka.
I have even more breaking news.
What's that?
Antonio Brown has just been suspended by the Raiders for getting into a fight with general manager Mike Mayock, who does not mess around. And I like this move by the Raiders. I'm not convinced.
So he is not playing Monday night.
He is not playing Monday night. I am not convinced that Antonio Brown is even going to make it to Vegas as a Las Vegas Raider. I think he might be gone by 2020.
Well, that's big. Do you think that'll change the spread Monday night?
Oh, it has to.
This is a game that this has to, right?
It absolutely has to. Yeah, because the Broncos just traded away their best cornerback. Chris Harris is getting old. I think that it could move the spread 2 or 3 points in the Broncos' direction.
Ooh, that's a tough loss for the Raiders. And that is big news. And speaking of the Raiders, by the way, now that you brought that up, as the Raiders get closer, obviously to their relocation in Las Vegas, the franchise value increased nearly $1.5 billion reportedly since talks heated up in 2016 about bringing the team here. So their stock is now on the rise. The team is worth more now than reportedly it's ever been worth. And the majority of that reasoning is because they got a new stadium here and they're coming to Vegas.
Right, new stadium matters. And the fact that sports betting is being legalized on a national level, every single team in the NFL is going to increase in value because the ratings are going to go through the roof. Because when you bet a game, you watch that game.
Yeah,
You don't just bet a game and not watch it.
No question. All right, so here's what I want to do. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we talk about this before, white privilege, right? Being white in America, having money. Well, do you remember this name, Brock Turner? He raped a swimmer at Duke. He only got 6 months behind bars. Well, his victim is now speaking out. We're going to talk a little bit about that when we come back. You're listening to the Vegas Take right here on the all-new 101.5 FM, 720 AM, KDAWN.